Community Viewpoint with John Pollock and Maria Hurst.
Good morning and welcome to Community Viewpoint. I'm Salli Kerr here covering for John, who's off on yet another vacation day. So I am pleased to be here. I've brought guests in today. We have Lisa Crisali, and she is with the Lioness Merchant Program. She's going to be here to explain to us how that program benefits merchants and how it benefits especially small merchants in areas. And also with us is Joe Opatek from Affordable Solar. So we're going to be going over what it's called is the Lioness Merchant Program, and it is basically a program for it's a loyalty program that's set up specifically for small businesses. Yes. Typically, is that who it serves? Okay.
Well, it's part of what they serve. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we want to introduce a meeting that's coming up. It's on June 1st at 6 o'clock in the evening. It's being held at the chamber offices, which are located at the second story of the Nevada State Bank. And Lisa and Joe are going to be at that meeting to explain to people in the community how this merchant program serves businesses, how it serves shoppers, what kind of benefits come with the program. But today we just wanted to do a brief overview. And so the first one is what is the program and how is it unique?
Well, Lioness is more than just a loyalty rewards program. It's a community-based business solutions program. And it provides for both the members or the shoppers and the merchants, right? The local area businesses here. What they do is they have the opportunity to earn benefits. So benefits such as cashback and shopping points. You may have heard those terms a lot lately, cashback, earn cashback. But Lioness was one of the original companies starting doing cashback, going back many years, which I'll share with you. In addition, where it really benefits our merchants, and the merchants in particularly this local area, is I'll ask the question, have you ever gotten paid when your customers shop elsewhere, right? So they not only do they benefit by attracting local area businesses, keeping the people among the local merchants, but when they sign up their customers and their customers go and they buy a solar panel or they go to the furniture store or they go out to eat, that's a loyalty merchant, they get paid and the merchant actually gets paid as well.
Wow.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, so if I as a merchant, like I'm Joe with Affordable Solar, and I have this program in my store, and I have a customer come in and run their card, when they also go to a bakery down the street and run their card, I'm going to get some kind of a benefit from that.
Absolutely, as long as the bakery is a loyalty merchant.
Right. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so when did this program originate?
So Lioness has been around a little over 12 years, actually going on 12 years this July. And they started out of Austria. They really developed Austria and then Europe. So it's very, very well known in Europe. I've had people all the time that are going over there to Italy or France and they see the symbol and it's actually seen as a symbol of excellence over there. So they know that when they go to that business, it's a highly recommended business. And so they developed the European area primarily first. And then they came over to the U.S. just about 3 years ago, started developing the U.S. base here. And so we have areas that it's really begun to develop. And I'll share some statistics with you in a few minutes. But they really started primarily in California, Nevada, New York, Texas, and so key areas, and now it's beginning to spread and expand throughout the country.
Okay, and how does it help a community as a whole? Like, what does it do for the entire?
Yeah, so this is really great, and this is what we're so excited about for Pahrump. In fact, Joe is really a visionary merchant, and what it does for this particular area is it keeps the shoppers, the members that are part of the program, and it keeps them shopping within the loyalty merchants in the program. And so as a community of merchants, there's a very strong bond between them because we can cross-promote. And so when someone comes in, if they sign up at Affordable Solar, he can say, well, by the way, if you go over to Furniture Warehouse, you can buy furniture and get paid for it. If you go to, if it's the bakery or the dry cleaner, the local restaurant, right? So we're cross-promoting and supporting it because it benefits him when they shop at another loyalty merchant. Right. When they shop at loyalty merchant, because of course he has a small benefit, but it's benefiting the shopper and the member. So for the area, it starts to develop, and If you don't mind, I'd love to share some statistics with you.
Sure.
Because I know everyone likes numbers, right? And so what I did is I wanted to put together something so that you understand how Pahrump sort of compares to some of the other areas, right? Because obviously this is a small community.
Right.
So how can this really benefit a small community? So I'm just going to share a couple of numbers with you. We have a phenomenal loyalty rewards group, community business group up in Medford, Oregon. Medford, Oregon, Southern Oregon, and they're similar in size. They're a little bit bigger than the Pahrump area. Medford has a population of almost 78,000, and they have about 7,600 local businesses. Okay, so a little bigger than this area. However, they started in 2012 with the program, and so from 2012 to 2013, that first year. So if you look at the numbers, they started with about 6 to 7 merchants. Those are what we call the founding merchant base, and built up. And in that first year, they had a little less than 100 merchants in that first year. However, here's what's really interesting. They had 10,000, well, they currently have 10,000 active members, but of course, in 2012, they didn't have that many. But in the first year, they did over $2.6 million in sales with merchants within that program, within the program. And that's, as I said, with less than 100 merchants in the area.
Right.
So 2.6 million that they kept within their community, that they were able to, create, income and tax base and all of that for that local community. In 2014, they did just over $4.8 million in sales just within, again, our loyalty merchants.
Right.
And for this year, right now, 2015, they're on track for $10 million in sales within, and that's with 225 merchants.
Wow.
That are within the program, because they've created this community where they all support each other and they bring on the members. So what we're here to do is to create a sort of a founding base here to start to develop the Pahrump area, where the first merchants are sort of the early adapters, right? They're the early adapters, and obviously that means it's perhaps a little bit, it's in the early stages, but we work together, we join arms, and then those merchants introduce it to their customers. And then as we start to build the customers, now the customers have more and more merchants to shop at, because again, they're earning benefits, cash back, and shopping points as well.
Right. So right now we're in the process of looking for those real visionary,
absolutely,
merchants that are willing to sign on, and as they begin to be trained, as they begin to understand how the program works for them. There's nobody better than that first word of mouth saying, I've seen a significant increase or difference or benefit. So Joe's going to be able to pass that on to somebody because he's got the experience with the program from the very beginning.
And what we have right now, I'll share with you, right now we have 2 merchants here in Pahrump. Okay, so our goal at our meeting on June 1st, obviously, is to introduce this to the other merchants, share what the program is, really go into detail on what the program is, how the program works, how it will benefit them, how it will benefit the merchants. That's what's most important here. We'll give them the big vision, and again, have them understand how they can come on in this beginning stages, and so that we can develop this area like what they've done up in Medford, and really keep the money here in the area, right? This is what's going to benefit you guys.
Right, and in the long run, that is the benefit to a community as a whole. Anytime that we can have somebody spending at a local merchant versus over the hill or online, that benefits the community as a whole. There's no question about that.
Absolutely.
So that's ultimately what we all want to see.
Yeah. So where it benefits, I'll just share this. So let's say you're a consumer, you're the shopper. Okay, so you don't, it's not a business owner, you're a shopper.
I'll be the shopper.
And so you have the option. Let's use your dry cleaner, for example. So let's say we have a local dry cleaner on board that becomes a merchant. Okay, and then there's another dry cleaner. Given that they're both good dry cleaners, right?
Right.
So as a member, if you're going to go and spend that money anyway, if you shop with a loyalty rewards merchant, and you're going to get paid for it, for the same dollars that you're going to spend, you're going to get paid back on that. And you get to choose, which would you rather do? Well, why would I spend money and I've spent it and it's gone, versus I can spend money, I can earn cash back and shopping points, which we then turn around and use within the other local merchants.
Got it.
So it's all, the system is designed to encourage people to continue to shop with the local merchants.
So as the shopper side, which I know isn't the primary focus of the meeting on June 1st, but for the shopper side, as we're trying to explain to shoppers how that works, they get a cash back benefit of a certain percentage of everything that they spend. Is that in addition to the shopping points?
Yes.
Or you pick those from one of the 2 programs?
No. So every merchant every single merchant that a shopper shops at, they earn cash back and shopping points. Every single
so
merchant.
you automatically get whatever that percentage is off of your price because you're automatically getting a certain amount cash back.
Right.
And then you're also going to earn points that when I go to Joe's shop, we'll have points on my card that will say, well, you have this many accumulated points that you can spend toward a solar panel or toward a battery. Or
Exactly,
toward whatever,
yeah.
however
So
that would work.
in essence, you're getting paid twice.
Absolutely.
Right. And what that will build between merchants, especially at this beginning level, is knowledge of each other's products, knowledge of each other's consumer base, knowledge of who to spend. As you have built that merchant membership, Joe is going to know who.
But not only is he going to know, he's actually going to provide the members that information, and he's going to say, thank you so much for signing up for my loyalty rewards program today. And here is a list of the other local merchants where you can just go walk right in and swipe your card.
Right.
So he's going to provide it to them, and we're going to encourage the shoppers to go to those other merchants. That's why the founding merchants in the area really, really will benefit. Of course, we're looking to create this community. We're going to come in here, support the merchants. We do special events, and we support them. So we help them get educated and educate the shopping public as well.
Right.
So it's really cool.
So as we go into the discussion, though, about the June 1st meeting, that is specifically to start getting merchants educated.
Absolutely.
Not the shopper side so much, but to get merchants in, see how it can benefit their business, what they bring to the program, what the program gives to them. That meeting, again, we want to go over is at 6 o'clock on June 1st, Monday, June 1st, 6 o'clock at the chamber offices. Lisa and Joe will be there. They'll be familiar faces already because we've met them. And they will be coming to talk about how this program benefits merchants, how you sign up for it, what your benefits will be, how you support each other in that, what kind of Lioness has a great reputation for training those merchants. They don't just throw you out there and say good luck with it. And that's one of the reasons the program is so strong, is because it comes with that underlying foundation of
In fact,
training.
as long as I have time here, one of the other key benefits that we have is Lioness has partnered with a company called Salesforce, which is the largest customer relations management company in the world. So they traditionally work with FedEx and Facebook and all of those big mega corporations. And they partnered with Lioness to specifically work with small businesses. And the small businesses now have the ability to demographically target their customers and provide special deals and all kinds of things to help increase and build that loyalty.
Well, I appreciate both of you coming. I told you 15 minutes
Okay, it
goes
does go
quickly.
fast.
Okay.
So we will be getting lots of more information June 1st, and we would welcome everyone to come to the chamber offices June 1st at 6 o'clock.
You can also stop over at a solar,
or Affordable
solar. In the meantime, yes.